Okay, students, I believe some of you might have problem using Google Meet because it's the first time you're using. So I created this short tutorial to show you how to access Google Meet to have your online live lesson. Okay, usually Google Meet start off with your teacher creating a classroom and he or she will send you the link so that you can access the classroom on Google Meet. The link will be sent, it will look like this, okay, this one. Okay, all you need to do is click on the link, okay, and you can access the classroom. Some of you who are accessing Google Meet on handphone, they will require you to key in a code to access the classroom. The code refers to the last few alphabets here, okay, the 10-digit alphabet. Okay, you have to key this and on your handphone. But if you're using it on the desktop like me, that all you need to do is just click on the link and it will bring you to a login page for the classroom. Okay, so once you are at this login page, okay, the Google screen the browser will prompt you for access or rights to use the microphone and the camera. So at this instant you have to click allow so that the system can use your microphone and your camera. Okay, so once you allow, okay, the camera will be on and you can actually see yourself. Okay, before you join, okay, remember the name that you use for this classroom will be the standard one, which you key in your index number, followed by your full name that is appearing on your class register. Okay, so once it is done, okay, like you can see here, okay, click join. Ask to join, just click on it, and you will be sending a request to your teachers for access. Okay, then after that, your teacher will grant you the access to your classroom. Okay, and then you will have access to the classroom. Okay, so wait for a while. Okay, so now you are entering the classroom. Okay, once you enter the classroom, okay, this is the setting. The picture you see at the center here would be your teacher camera viewpoint. Okay, on the right side you see yourself and you see the number of participants here. Okay, the second icon here is a chat icon. Okay, so you look at the people in the chat room. So once you enter, you will see this feedback. So the very first thing that most of teachers will do is the teacher will mute your microphone. Okay, so now the teacher will mute my microphone. Okay, look at the icon that's on my picture here. Once the teacher mute, okay, once the teacher mute my microphone, you see this mute, the microphone mute symbol here. So which means I will not be able to speak. So the teacher will not be able to hear me. So at this instance, what you actually hear is there will only be one presenter, which is the teacher. Okay, so if you want to raise any questions, you click on the chat button. Okay, you click on the chat button. Okay, once you're mute, okay, so once you're mute, okay, you'll find that you can't talk. So usually what we do is you actually chat. You click on the chat button, okay, then you can start chatting. Okay, so you send a message if you need a question. Okay, and the teacher or the rest of the classmates will see that in the chat group. Okay, other than the chat function, okay, so what other function that we have in the class? The important one I would say is the setting. Okay, under here, one of the common thing that you use is the change layout. Okay, the change layout I would recommend using the sidebar. Okay, but if you use the sidebar, you find that your classmate or your thumbnail picture will be populated on the right side of the screen, which like it is not a big one. And as a result, you will be able to see the screen fully, seeing all the PowerPoint much clearer. Okay, so this is what I recommend to students. The other one that you need to be careful is remember to not turn on the caption. But the moment you turn on the caption, it will actually pick up the caption and convert it to languages, texts. But because of that, your caption, it will be in the space here. Your screen will be actually much smaller, so it's like harder for you to see. So my advice is actually to turn off the caption so that you have a big item here. Okay, so once you are done with familiar with this function, the teachers most of the time they will actually proceed on to the lesson. So usually at this instance, your teacher will actually present the lesson to you, or what we commonly know as the teacher will actually show you show you the PowerPoint, show you the desktops, okay, I'll show you the Word document that is needed for the lesson. Okay, right now, okay, the teacher will be presenting a lesson, okay, the document, okay, and later on what you see on the screen, it will change, okay, to the material needed for the lesson, okay. Okay, right now the teacher is sharing the screen, okay, for the presentation, so you have to wait for a while. Okay, during the presentation, while the teacher is presenting the lesson, things to take note is, if you have any questions, same thing, type on the chat bar, type on the chat box, okay. If there's video that the teacher is presenting, you need to be careful that although the video is playing and you have sound on the teacher's end, the video that you are seeing actually has no sound because Google Meet is unable to transmit sound. Okay, so please take note of it. Okay, so let's give the teacher a moment, okay, while she presents the lesson. Okay, so take a look. So now the teacher is presenting. Okay, so right now you actually see the view from teacher. So she's actually showing a PowerPoint, so you are seeing what you have. So at this instance, okay, the teacher will be using a PowerPoint and she will be talking at the lesson. So if you have any questions, you can do right on the sidebar, okay. Okay, so that the teacher will know or your classmate will know, so everybody will highlight what the problem. Okay, so this is what we mean by a live lesson. Okay, some additional function you need to take note is sometimes when you have multiple partners, okay, you accidentally press, let's say, this pin button. Okay, you see this pin icon, it means that your screen will be pinned on top and it will be always displaying this picture that you're seeing, this person on this screen here. Okay, so if case that you can't see the presentation, the PowerPoint slide, just check whether that have you pinned a video or a picture. If you have pinned it, okay, that's the reason why you can't see the PowerPoint slide. So what you do is open up the chat, click one more time to unpin it. Okay, then you will see the screen. Okay, because by default, the priorities, if you don't pin the video, the priorities for the videos will be actually the presentation first, then followed by presenters, then followed by the participants. Okay, so if I pin, for example, I pin the teacher, okay, I will actually keep seeing her the view from her webcam. Okay, so anything that she does, the presentation, I will not be able to see. Okay, so same thing, if I found that I actually want to see a PowerPoint slide, I don't want to see the camera, double check, make sure you have not pinned it. If you have pinned it like this, click it again to unpin and you will see the presentation slides again. Okay, roughly this will be the basic function that you need for the lesson, and it's more or less here. Okay, so some of the items here, the basic one, the full screen, maybe a bigger screen, it's might be more useful for you. Turn on caption, like I mentioned before, try not to use it because it will make the screen even smaller. Okay, other than that, the last function that you have is actually how you really exit the classroom. So once exit permission is given for you to exit the classroom, okay, just click on the middle function, the hang out function. Okay, one of the functions that I left out is at the beginning, the teachers mute your microphone. If you really need, if the teacher call your name and you need to answer the particular question, you can actually unmute this. You need to unmute the microphone. Okay, if not, most of the time we try to mute our own microphone because it will create interference with the teacher microphones and you affect the lesson. Okay, so once you are done with the lesson, okay, you can click onto the leave call function. Okay, once you click, you exit from the lesson. Okay, so once you click, you exit from the lesson. Okay, if you need to rejoin, okay, if you click the call for hang out button accidentally, you can rejoin. If not, you can just click back to your own screen and proceed on to your normal teaching, normal lessons or your classroom homework activities. Okay, with this, I hope it's clearer. It will be easier. You will have an easier time using Google Meet during the live lesson or in the future. Okay, after